Ryan Carter wasn't a dramatic guy. He didn't go through phones, didn't stalk social media, didn't assume the worst. He believed trust was the foundation of any real relationship, and for almost 3 years, that trust belonged to Julia Brooks. They met freshman year in college. She was the kind of girl who walked into a room and turned every head. Ryan? He blended in. He was a computer science major who preferred fixing things, solving problems, not being the center of attention. Julia loved that about him. At least that's what she always said. "You're my steady rock," she would whisper. Those early days were perfect. Late-night drives, cheap pizza, long talks under campus lights. She told everyone Ryan was her person, the guy she'd marry someday. But love changes when the world starts noticing you. When Julia landed a marketing job at a big firm, the spotlight found her. Instagram followers doubled. She started wearing expensive dresses, going to rooftop events, meeting important people. Ryan was proud of her success, but somewhere inside, he feared that the world she was entering didn't have space for a guy like him. He always shut that fear down because Julia promised she loved him. Even when she stopped wanting date nights, even when she kept her phone locked, even when she started coming home smelling like a stranger's cologne. Every time Ryan's gut screamed something was wrong, she rolled her eyes. "Babe, stop acting insecure. I'm just busy with work. This is how careers grow." Maybe she was right. Maybe he was insecure. Maybe he wasn't enough. He worked long hours at a tech retail store while finishing his degree. He was planning, saving, dreaming. A future apartment, a proposal someday. He was building a life she could be proud of. But the truth, Julia didn't want a future with him anymore. She just hadn't told him yet. The night that changed everything. It was a Friday evening, like any other. Ryan had almost completed his shift when his coworker Max tossed a newspaper entertainment section onto the counter. "Yo, dude, look at this. Doesn't that look like your girl?" Ryan laughed, expecting a joke, but when he looked down, his heart stopped. There it was, a slightly blurry photo of Julia inside a high-end nightclub, sitting on another man's lap, her lips near his ear, smiling in a way Ryan hadn't seen in months. The caption read, "Local CEO spotted partying with mystery woman at Velvet Room nightclub." Ryan stared, frozen. It couldn't be. It must be old or a lookalike. Something that made sense. He forced a shaky laugh. "That could be anyone." Max raised an eyebrow. "She's wearing the same jacket she posted on Instagram yesterday." Ryan's stomach twisted. He pulled out his phone, scrolled her posts. The last story she shared was indeed her in that same outfit, just a close-up selfie. Same jacket, same earrings, same night. His chest got tight. He typed with hands that wouldn't stay still. "Ryan? Hey, babe, what's the plan tonight?" It took 5 minutes before she responded. "Julia? Work event. So boring. Late night. Don't wait up. Heart." Work event. Sure. Ryan stared at that heart emoji like it was a knife. Max leaned closer. "Bro, I know you love her, but that looks like cheating." Ryan didn't respond. He couldn't. His brain was drowning in denial. He had to know the truth. The search for answers. Instead of going home, Ryan clocked out early. He wasn't the type to spy, but tonight was different. He drove downtown to Velvet Room, the upscale nightclub in the photo. The bouncer barely glanced at him before letting him in. The place was loud, neon lights cutting through fog machines, people laughing, dancing, drinking champagne like water. Ryan scanned the crowd, heart pounding, vision shaking. Then he saw her, Julia, red dress hugging her body, hair curled perfectly, hands draped around a tall man in a suit. She looked electric, alive, glowing in a way she no longer did with him. Ryan watched in silent chaos as the man leaned in and kissed her. She kissed back, passionately, without hesitation. Ryan's world shattered. He took a step back, bumping into a table. His phone slipped from his hand and hit the floor. He didn't even bother picking it up at first. His breath shook so violently that he had to sit down before his knees gave out. It felt like someone reached inside his chest and ripped out every memory, every plan, every "I love you" she ever said. Julia wasn't working late. Julia wasn't busy. Julia wasn't tired. Julia didn't love him. Not anymore. The evidence. Ryan didn't storm in or scream or expose her this time. He refused to give her the satisfaction of calling him crazy. Instead, he pulled out his phone, zoomed in, and took pictures of Julia, kissing the man, sitting on his lap, whispering in his ear, holding his tie. Proof, receipts, no more lies. Then he walked out, quietly, like a ghost. In the car, his hands were trembling so hard, the keys nearly slipped. He stared at his reflection in the mirror. His own face looked unfamiliar, broken, betrayed. He wanted to cry, but the tears wouldn't come. Her lie continues. At 2:47 a.m., Julia stumbled into their apartment, laughing, drunk, happy. Ryan sat on the couch in darkness. "Hey, babe," she giggled. "Why are you up?" He stared at her, silent, still. She sat beside him, acting like nothing was wrong. Her phone buzzed. The same guy, texting, "I already miss you." Her eyes widened. She snatched the phone, locked it, shoved it into her bag. "Work thing," she stammered. "Just coworkers being stupid." Ryan let a single word fall. "I saw you." Julia froze. The color drained from her face. What do you mean?" Ryan opened his gallery, showed her the pictures. Her lips parted, panic flooding in. "Ryan, wait, I can explain." He stood up. "Don't. Not this time." She reached for him. "It didn't mean anything." He stepped away. "You kissed him." Her voice cracked. "I'm sorry." "No," Ryan interrupted, voice low and shattered. "You're sorry because you got caught." The room felt suffocating. Julia wiped tears that Ryan didn't care about anymore. It was one mistake. How many others? Silence. That was the answer. Truth comes out. After minutes of suffocating quiet, she whispered, We've been seeing each other for a few months." Ryan closed his eyes. Months. While he planned a future, she planned an escape. She continued, "He's a client at my company. He's successful. He's not me. And that's exactly why you chose him." She didn't deny it. The final breaking point. Ryan didn't scream, didn't throw anything. His heart wasn't angry. It was dead. He just said, "Leave." Julia sobbed. "Please don't do this. We can fix it. I still love you." Ryan shook his head slowly. "Loving me wasn't enough to stop you." He opened the door. "Get out." Julia tried one last plea. "He doesn't mean anything." Ryan whispered, "Neither do you anymore." Her breath choked, grabbed her bag, and walked out. Ryan locked the door behind her. He collapsed onto the floor, finally letting the tears fall. Silent, painful, unstoppable. The apartment felt too quiet. Every memory felt like a lie. His phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. "You deserve better." This was just step one. Ryan stared at the message. Step one? Before he could reply, another message came. "She's hiding much darker secrets. Be ready." Ryan's skin crawled. What secrets? Who was texting him? How much did he truly not know about Julia? This wasn't just cheating. This wasn't just betrayal. This was the beginning of something much bigger and much darker. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Jasmine and that guy, Ethan, together.
He replayed everything, the late responses, the sudden study nights, the secretive smiles. His chest felt tight, like his heart was strangling itself. He needed proof, not for Jasmine, for himself. He waited until Jasmine fell asleep beside him, peaceful, like she wasn't tearing his world apart one lie at a time. Her phone was charging on the nightstand. Ryan stared at it for a long time. He had never gone through her phone before. He believed privacy was sacred, but betrayal had already broken that rule. Slowly, he grabbed the phone. His hands trembled. Face ID was risky. She might wake. Instead, he gently pressed her thumb against the screen. It unlocked. His heart stopped. Dozens of messages. Ethan's name right at the top of her iMessage list. Good night, gorgeous. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Heart. Ryan's stomach flipped. He scrolled. 2 weeks worth of texts. Flirting, inside jokes, pictures, and then a hotel booking confirmation. Ryan felt like he was falling underwater, lungs collapsing, his vision blurred from tears. He kept scrolling and finally found the one that shattered him completely. Jasmine, he's so boring. I don't know why I stayed this long. Ethan, because you didn't meet me yet. Smirk. Jasmine, true. Ryan will never find out. He trusts me too much. Poor guy. Poor guy. Those 2 words destroyed him. He put the phone down and walked out to the balcony. The cold night air hit him hard, but not enough to numb the pain. He had given Jasmine everything: love, support, loyalty, and she repaid him with lies. He could expose her. He could scream. He could leave right now. But he needed one thing first: answers. The confrontation begins. The next morning, Jasmine woke up smiling like nothing was wrong. "Morning, babe," she said, kissing his cheek. Ryan forced a half smile. "Morning." He cooked breakfast like usual, except his mind wasn't there. He stared at her, every move she made seeming like a performance, a lie, a mask. Jasmine poured coffee and sat beside him. "You're quiet today." "I'm just thinking." "About what?" He looked her dead in the eye. "You and Ethan." Color drained from her face. "Well, what do you mean?" she whispered. Ryan tossed her phone across the table. "Unlock it. Show me the messages." Jasmine froze. The guilt was written across her face. "Ryan, I can explain." "No, don't explain. Tell me the truth." "How long?" Her voice trembled. 1 month. Ryan's chair scraped the floor as he stood up. 1 month of lying to my face? 1 month of sneaking around like I'm some idiot? He wasn't yelling. His voice was too hurt to be loud. I didn't mean for it to happen," she cried. "Ethan he made me feel special." Ryan laughed bitterly. "Special? I traded you like my whole world." "You did, but sometimes I felt like you weren't excited anymore, like we were just routine." "So cheating was the solution?" Jasmine wiped her tears, her guilt turning into defensiveness. "I'm not the only one to blame, Ryan. You grew distant first." Ryan stared at her in disbelief. "So you betray me and I'm the reason? That's incredible." He grabbed his keys. He had to get out before the anger swallowed him. "Where are you going?" she asked, panicked. "Away from you." A friend's harsh truth. Ryan drove straight to his friend Daniel's apartment. Daniel opened the door and immediately knew something was wrong. "Bro, what happened?" Ryan broke down. The words fell out like broken glass. "She cheated." Daniel clenched his jaw. "That piece of..." He pulled Ryan into a hug. "You didn't deserve that. Not even a little." Ryan wiped his eyes. "I feel like such a fool." "Don't. A fool trusts the wrong person. A coward never trusts at all." Ryan sat on the couch. He felt exhausted, empty, drained of every emotion except pain. "What do I do now?" he whispered. Daniel didn't hesitate. "Leave her. She already left you when she chose someone else." Jasmine's call. Ryan's phone buzzed nonstop, 20 missed calls. Finally, he answered. "Ryan, please come home," Jasmine begged. "We need to talk." "We talked," he said coldly. "No, you yelled and left. Let me explain." "There's nothing left to explain, Jasmine." "I love you," she cried. Ryan closed his eyes. "No, You loved the attention. You loved the thrill, but you didn't love me. There was silence, except for Jasmine's shaky breathing. Can we at least meet tonight, one last time? She whispered. Ryan didn't know why, but he agreed. Maybe closure, maybe the final goodbye. Maybe his heart was still stupid enough to hope. The hotel room. That night, Jasmine texted him the address. A hotel. The same hotel from the text. Ryan drove there. Every minute felt like a prison sentence. When he entered the lobby, he spotted Jasmine waiting, dressed up like she wanted to impress him. Too little, too late. She walked toward him slowly. "Thank you for coming," she said softly. Ryan crossed his arms. "Say what you need to say." "I never meant to hurt you." "But you did. I was insecure, afraid we were falling apart. So you pushed me off the cliff instead of reaching for my hand." Jasmine broke down crying. "I ended things with him. I swear. I choose you." She grabbed his hands. "Please don't give up on us." Ryan stared at her. The woman he once wanted to marry. "I loved you more than anything," he said. "But now, I don't even recognize you." Then he felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned. Ethan stood there.
I always thought the hardest part of heartbreak was the moment the truth hit you. But I was wrong. The real pain comes later, in the silent hours when your brain keeps replaying everything you ignored, every lie that felt like love, every smile that was hiding betrayal. And for me, those nights were just beginning. After confronting Jasmine with the pictures I took of her and Ethan, she didn't cry. She didn't explain. She didn't fight for us. She just stood there, cold, distant, like a stranger who wanted to leave. And she did. She walked out of my apartment with the same shoes I bought her last month, the ones she said she would save for something special. I guess Ethan was the special occasion all along. I thought that would break me. That it didn't. Not yet. The aftermath. The next morning, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Missed calls, voicemails, text messages. Not from Jasmine, not even from Ethan. It was her best friend, Megan, the only person who ever warned me that something felt wrong. "Megan, Ryan, please call me back. You need to hear this." I didn't want anyone's sympathy. I wanted answers, but not from her. Still, the calls didn't stop. I took a deep breath and dialed back. She picked up instantly. "Megan, Ryan, thank God. They weren't going to tell you. Jasmine and Ethan planned this for months." "Me, why are you calling me now? Where were you yesterday?" "Megan, I was trying to protect you, but now you deserve the full truth." My stomach dropped. "Me, tell me everything." The secret plan. Megan told me the story like she had rehearsed it 1,000 times. It started 3 months ago, around the time Jasmine became too busy to talk, too tired to meet, too stressed to care. Ethan apparently had been supporting her financially behind my back, helping her with a new apartment lease that I knew nothing about. "She didn't plan to break up with you gently," she said. "She planned to replace you quietly." Replace me? With a guy who always needed help? A guy who laughed like a clown and flirted with every woman he saw? I couldn't understand. Me, why him? Megan, he made her feel important, like she could control him. You made her feel seen, and that scared her. That line hit me harder than the betrayal. She left me because I loved her too well? The real shock. About Ethan. Megan hesitated before the next part. "Ryan, Ethan isn't loyal to her either." I froze. "What do you mean?" "Megan, he's been cheating on Jasmine with someone from his gym." "How do you know?" "Because she bragged to me about it." My stomach turned to sickening disgust. So Jasmine threw away our relationship for a man who would betray her the same way she betrayed me. Karma wasn't just coming. Karma was already kissing her boyfriend goodnight.
The invitation. Megan wasn't done yet. Megan, there's more. They're going out tonight. The bar downtown, Silver Avenue. Jasmine thinks you won't show your face there ever again. Me. She's wrong. Before I could hang up, Megan whispered, Ryan, don't go there to fight. Go to win. Those words lit a fire in me. Not revenge, not violence, just a new mission to show Jasmine exactly what she lost. At the bar, Silver Avenue. I walked into the bar wearing confidence like armor. Music shook the walls. Drinks glowed under neon lights. People danced without a care in the world. And there they were. Jasmine laughing on Ethan's lap, Ethan's hand on her thigh, her lips on his ear. The sight hit my heart like a hammer. But this time, I didn't break. Instead, I smiled. I grabbed a drink and leaned against the bar. A woman next to me caught the moment and my smile. She was stunning. Curly black hair, radiant skin, and eyes that could burn through lies. Her eyes raised her glass toward me. Her, you look like a man who just made a powerful decision. Me, maybe I did. We talked, we laughed, and every second Jasmine noticed. Her smile faded. Her nervous glances turned into full stares. Ethan kept asking what was wrong. She was uncomfortable, and I loved every second of it. The confrontation. Eventually, Jasmine stormed over. Jasmine, what are you doing here? Me, enjoying the night? Why? This isn't your bar. You can't just show up like this. Like what? Single? Free? Happy? Her jaw dropped. The woman beside me leaned closer. Her, is everything okay here? Jasmine, who the hell are you? Her, I'm someone he deserves. Ethan finally walked over, pretending to be tough. Ethan, back off, man. Me, back off what? My life? You already stole the wrong part of it. The entire bar watched. Jasmine pulled Ethan away, but not before saying one more thing. You'll regret losing me. I stepped forward, face cold and steady. Me? No, you'll regret betraying me. She froze because those words cut deeper than anything she said. Aftermath, but not the end. The mysterious woman, her name was Alana, gave me a napkin with her number. Call me if you want something real. I walked outside into the fresh night air. For the first time since this nightmare started, I felt alive again. But this wasn't the end. Not even close. Because Jasmine's downfall was only beginning. And when lies start to collapse, they take everyone down with them, especially the liars. And soon, Jasmine and Ethan would learn that betrayal doesn't end with heartbreak. It ends with consequences.
The night at Silver Avenue changed something inside me. I used to think closure meant having a peaceful conversation, crying, understanding each other, leaving with soft hearts and maybe some hope. But now I knew the truth. Closure comes when you finally stop caring. Revenge comes when they still do, and Jasmine still cared, even if she pretended not to. The texts began. The next morning, my phone lit up nonstop. Not from Alana, not from Megan, from Jasmine. Hey, why were you there last night? Who was that girl? We need to talk. I stared at the screen and laughed. Talk? Now she wants to talk? I put the phone down and ignored her. That felt better than any reply ever could. Megan returns with more truth. Later that day, Megan showed up at my place, uninvited but not unwelcome. She held a folder in her hand like she was carrying classified intelligence. Megan, this is everything. You should see it. Inside were screenshots, pictures, chats, evidence of Jasmine and Ethan's affair going back longer than I ever imagined. They were already hooking up while she still said, "I love you" to me every night. It hurt, more than I expected. But pain wasn't controlling me anymore. Purpose was. Me. Why are you helping me? Megan. Because I warned her and she laughed in my face. Ah, so betrayal didn't just hit me, it hit her too. We became allies in a war Jasmine didn't know she started. The plan. The first step wasn't yelling, wasn't exposing, wasn't violence. It was patience. We decided to wait for the perfect moment, their celebration dinner. Megan showed me the details. Friday night, a rooftop restaurant downtown. Jasmine's fresh start party, funded by Ethan. They were going to brag, show off, act like they won. But I was going to be there too. Not to ruin their night, to end their game. A message from Alana. Just when life felt like a heavy movie, that message popped up. Alana. Still alive, handsome? Want to grab a drink tonight? I hesitated. Not because of Jasmine, she was history, but because I didn't want to use someone as a distraction. Still, Alana wasn't a distraction. She was a reminder that good things still exist. Me. Yeah, where? Alana. Somewhere better than where your ex hangs out. When I got there, she looked even more stunning. We talked about everything. Life, work, dreams, even heartbreak. She had her own scars. Alana. People leave, but the right ones, they stay without being asked. Her words healed something in me, something Jasmine destroyed long ago. Before leaving, I thanked her. Alana, don't thank me yet. We just started. That line, it hit me deeper than Jasmine ever could. The invitation and the trap. Friday night arrived. I wore the outfit Jasmine always loved, the one she said made me look like my best self. She didn't deserve to see my best, but she would see what she threw away. I showed up, calm and silent. They were in the VIP section, laughing, kissing, celebrating their perfect love, until Ethan turned and saw me. His smirk vanished. Jasmine's smile collapsed. The look on her face? Priceless. I ordered a drink and waited. She walked over, fury burning in her eyes. Jasmine, what are you doing here? Me, enjoying the view. She looked at Ethan. He was already glaring. Jasmine, you're stalking us. Me, no, you just keep going to the places I introduced you to. She hated that. Her eyes darted around, nervous. Jasmine, we're happy. Me, then why are you angry? Silence. She couldn't answer. Because happy people don't chase the past. The exposure. Megan slipped in through the back door exactly as planned. She walked straight to their table, holding the folder. Everyone saw. Everyone heard. Megan, loud. Jasmine, you forgot your loyalty at his apartment months ago. She slammed the folder down. Pictures spilled everywhere. Jasmine and Ethan kissing at the gym, hotel check-in receipts, voice recordings, their entire affair exposed in front of their new friends. Ethan stood up, panicking. Ethan, what the hell, Megan? Megan, you think cheating with gym girls is a good idea while cheating with your girlfriend? The room gasped. Jasmine stumbled back, eyes wide. Jasmine, you cheated on me? Ethan, it wasn't like that. Now they were turning on each other. Watching them break themselves apart was justice. Me, looks like you two finally found the truth. Each other. They both stared at me, angry, ashamed, defeated. For the first time ever, I saw fear in Jasmine's eyes. She realized the truth. She didn't win anything. She lost the only person who ever loved her right. The final word. I leaned in close, so only she could hear. Me. You didn't break me. You freed me. Then I walked away. Not fast, not angry, calm, strong, unbothered. Because true revenge isn't loud, it's silent confidence. A new future begins. As I stepped outside, Alana was waiting by her car, arms crossed, smirking. Alana,
Done destroying the trash? Me. You saw that? Alana. The whole city probably did. I laughed. A real laugh. Alana. Now come on, we've got better places to be. I looked one last time at the rooftop. Ethan yelling, Jasmine crying, their perfect fantasy falling apart.
They say revenge is temporary, but healing is a lifelong project. When I walked out of that rooftop restaurant with Alana, I expected something to break inside me, a flood of sadness, anger, regret. But instead, it felt like fresh air after months trapped underground. The weight was gone. Jasmine wasn't a scar anymore. She was just a story I lived through. The morning after. For the first time in a long time, I woke up smiling. Sunlight hit my window like it was telling me, "See, you survived." My phone was overflowing with messages, some supportive, some nosy, some dramatic. And then Jasmine tried calling. I didn't pick up. She called again. And again. I blocked her number. Peace greater than chaos. Finally, an unexpected visitor. Around noon, there was a knock on my door. I opened it. Megan stood there holding 2 coffees. Megan, figured you didn't sleep. Me, actually, best sleep in months. She smiled like she was relieved. We sat, drank coffee, and talked about life instead of heartbreak. Me, without you, I wouldn't have known the truth. Megan, without you, I'd still think warning people was pointless. We weren't trauma bonding anymore. We were just 2 people, moving forward. Before leaving, she said, Megan, she will try to come back. Don't let her rewrite the story. Me, not a chance. Alana, the light in all this. Later that evening, Alana texted, dinner? And no revenge talk this time. I couldn't say no. We met downtown. She wore a black dress that stole all my attention. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't thinking about Jasmine, or Ethan, or the past. Just her. Alana. So, what do you want now? Me. Something real and someone who chooses me without hesitation. Her eyes softened. Alana. Good, because I don't do half love. That moment felt like chapter 1 of a new book. The fall of Jasmine and Ethan. Megan kept me updated, not because I asked, but because karma was working hard. After the rooftop disaster, Ethan lost his job. Boss saw everything online. His gym sponsorship canceled. He tried blaming Jasmine for it all. She found out he cheated with multiple gym girls. They broke up in 48 hours. Jasmine tried posting inspirational quotes online like she was the victim, but people knew the real story now. She wasn't hated, she just wasn't important anymore. And that's worse. The message I didn't expect. One night, Jasmine emailed me from a new account. I'm sorry, Ryan. I ruined everything. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. Please forgive me. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Years ago, this would have melted me. But now, I typed only one sentence. Thank you for freeing me. Then I deleted the entire thread and emptied the trash folder too. Forgiveness isn't about letting them back in. It's about letting them go. The new beginning. Weeks later, I got a promotion at work. My boss finally noticed I wasn't depressed and distracted anymore. Megan started seeing someone new, a good guy, respectful. And Alana? She became a constant. Movie nights, road trips, cooking disasters that turned into laugh attacks. I didn't rush anything. She didn't push anything. But we were building a future quietly, the way real love grows. One night, she grabbed my hand and said, Alana, I'm glad she let you go. Me. She didn't let me go. I walked away. She pulled me close and whispered, Good, because where you're going is better. I believed her. The final meeting. Months later, fate gave closure I never asked for. I ran into Jasmine at the grocery store. She looked smaller, faded, exhausted. I looked at her and felt nothing. Jasmine. Ryan, you look happy. Me. I am. She nodded, eyes glossy. Jasmine. I miss what we had. Me. I don't. I wasn't cruel, just honest. She whispered. She doesn't deserve you. Me. But she chooses me. That's enough. I walked away, not triumphant, just free. And the best part? I never looked back. The truth of betrayal. People think the worst part of cheating is the moment you discover it. But the real worst part is realizing all the love you gave was wasted on the wrong person. The best part? Realizing you still have more love to give to the right one. Jasmine was my mistake. Alana was my second chance. And I wasn't going to ruin that. Epilogue. A year later, Alana and I moved into a place together. Huge windows, warm lights, peace. Everywhere. One night, I looked at her as she laughed at a terrible TV show, and I whispered to myself, this is what love is supposed to feel like. No secrets, no betrayal, no fear. Just two people choosing each other every single day.